Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, ma'am. What about you?
I'm doing quite good myself. Thank you for asking, Kunal. Kunal, I believe this is the first time that we are connecting, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. So, can you just let me know a couple of things about you, your
This is my
background?
first session
What,
with you.
yeah. So, can you tell me a little about yourself?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. My name is Kunal Mahatha. I'm from Bokaro, Jharkhand, and and recently I have passed intermediate class, and now I'm in the middle of joining a BTech college, and I'm here. I'm on EnglishYaari platform to learn English, and this is my 10th session on EnglishYaari app and first session with you.
Oh, okay. Kunal, I hope you can see me and you can hear me clearly, right?
Yeah, ma'am. I can see you. I can hear you also. You're
Okay,
pretty much
understood.
audible and visual.
Okay. So, Kunal, you said that you will be applying for BTech, right? So,
Yeah,
which BTech do you want to go for?
ma'am. I have opted for mining, engineering, and civil. Either both of them. I will see what I
Oh,
will get.
okay. Which one are you more interested in, mining or civil?
Well, I'm more interested in mining because of the placement aspects
Oh, okay.
of mining
And
in the college which I'm. Yeah.
right. And do you have a lot of scope in Jharkhand itself for mining?
Yeah, in Jharkhand. In
Yes.
other states, the mining engineering is not seen as much
Right.
higher.
Yeah.
What not seen as much
Uh,
good or some, but in Jharkhand, mining has many scopes.
okay. Has a lot of
Yeah,
scope. Okay. So, Kunal,
yeah.
I believe there is a little bit of network issue. My sound is reaching you a little late, is it?
Yeah. Sometimes it is, but this time you said
Okay.
it was good.
Okay, fine.
Now it is fine.
So, Kunal, okay, is my voice
Hmm.
matching with my video?
Yeah, yeah. Is my
Okay, fine.
and what about
Uh,
my?
y- Yours is okay, but there seems to be a delay. After I stop speaking, there is a delay of a few seconds before you start responding. So, this response time, there is a delay in
I
that.
think
So that could be
because of the poor network. Ma'am, can you give me a second to fix it? Let me fix it.
okay. Yeah. Yes.
Hello.
Yes. This
I think
seems
now
much.
it will be fine.
Yeah. This seems okay now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
Kunal.
the Wi-Fi
Yeah.
network was far from my room. It was in
Oh.
another room. I have connected my laptop with phone, and that phone was in the other room.
Okay. Yes. Now it's much more better. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kunal, in today's session, the topic talks about sales and closing deals. Now, are you someone who is interested in sales in future? No, right?
No, not really.
Not really. Okay. So there are two things that we can do. Either we can go ahead with the topic where we can change it a little bit, or we can go with a new topic altogether. Okay. So, what do you want to do?
Ma'am, you can modify it and use the topic sales.
Okay. So, Kunal, I'm sure you might be getting a lot of sales calls, right? Sales or even spam calls from different banks talking about different credit cards and debit cards, right? Does it happen with you?
Yeah, the sales. Yeah,
Yeah.
Not from debit cards, but the call from malls or the shopping shop
Ah,
come, and
okay.
they used to tell that the sale is going on for Diwali, and that you you will get this thing for that price less. Yeah,
Hmm.
and
So how do
someday
you
people
feel when
also
you?
come.
Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
People also come near the door and ring the doorbell and ask, "Do you want it?" Or some small things like what recently I saw one person came and he was selling bed sheets.
Ah,
Yeah,
right.
those salesmen, they used to, they he what he
He
told
was
that you
selling.
will get
Oh, okay.
two or three pieces of bed sheets at this amount, you know, this is very good
Ah,
quality. He tried to persuade me.
right. Okay. And did you
Yeah,
get persuaded? Were you
no,
convinced? No. Okay.
no,
So
actually
do
I
you
was alone and
ever?
at, yeah, I was alone at home, I couldn't decide. And
Right.
yeah,
Uh-huh. So who all lives in your family? Who all are there in your family?
actually currently I'm living with my sister and my brother-in-law, sister's husband.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and my
So
family lives in village,
okay.
mother
And
and
where is
father.
that? Okay. Where is
Not
that?
far
Where is?
from this place, around 25 to 30 kilometers. 35,
Oh,
35 kilometers, to be specific.
okay. Is it in the same
Yeah,
district? I mean, is it in Bokaro
same
itself
district,
or
yes. Yeah, Bokaro,
same?
same district. We are living
Oh,
in the town, main town of Bokaro, and they are my family, my father and mother are living in a village.
right. Okay. And is your sister elder than you or is she younger?
She's elder, 6 or 7 years older than
Oh,
me.
6 to 7 years. Okay.
Yeah,
So, Kunal, do you also have any nephew or niece?
yeah. I have my brothers. No, not my sisters. She has not
Okay.
been what
Ah, okay. Fine. Right.
she does
So
not
you can
have
say,
any children or what.
okay. Right, yeah, yeah,
My
that's perfectly fine. And
my
do you
brother
have a
my
brother?
yeah, my elder brother has been married since 10 years and he has two children, one
Okay.
girl and one boy. They both are my nephew and niece.
Yeah, your niece, right? And
Niece.
Kunal, how many siblings do you have in total?
My siblings are only two. My brother is my what? My father's brother, my what?
Your cousin?
Yeah, cousin. He's my cousin. My sibling, I only have one sister, elder sister,
Okay.
and myself.
Oh, okay, understood. So whenever you talk about your family, then you can just mention your elder sister in terms of your siblings. And if you say brother, then that would give the idea that you have another sibling. So you can just say my cousin brother.
Okay, cousin brother. Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
So Kunal, will you have to take interviews as well when you would be applying for both mining engineering and civil engineering?
Not that this time, but during internship, I will have to give interviews during internship
Oh,
after first
okay.
year.
After
And in
first year,
general,
okay.
also, I don't have to. I will not means this is not my goal to be engineer for the whole life. I want to expose myself to different fields. Like
Oh,
I also want to join national institutes like in not institutes national PSUs like ISRO, Bhabha Atomic Research, and in
oh.
all those companies, the interviews happen.
Hmm.
So that
So
is
are you
why I
interested
want
in
to.
astronomy?
Yeah, I do have interest in astronomy.
Okay. And so you are someone who wants to continue learning and who wants to,
Yeah,
be in different fields, right?
yeah, and I also want to explore the world. I want to learn English so that I can talk with everyone. I can so that I can visit every country. I can talk to different people.
Ah,
Also, yeah. I want to
So,
explore everything in the world.
right. Are you someone who likes to, or you already told me that you would want to travel. So, have
Yeah,
you already been to a couple of trips? Have you traveled already? A little?
a little you can say. I have
Okay.
traveled to Kolkata, and in Jharkhand I've traveled, but not really.
Okay.
I've not been out of state much time.
Okay. I haven't been out of state much. You don't have to say
Yeah.
much time. You can just stop at much. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Kunal, if you could choose any three places that you want to visit, the first three places that are there on your bucket list, what would they be?
First one I want to visit is Italy,
Okay. And
and second
okay.
one in India I want to visit northern part, the Himachal Pradesh, Shimla.
Oh, okay. Right. So the mountain ranges, mountain areas,
Yeah, mountain ranges.
and
And third
hill
one, any
stations.
European countries, European countries like Sweden, Finland, Nordic countries.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Living in Finland is a little difficult, is what I've heard, because there you have 6 months of winter, then 6 months of summer,
yeah,
where the sun is there throughout the day for 6 months straight, and then for
yeah.
6 months there is a complete night time,
Hmm.
right? So one of my friends live there. So that's how I know. And she keeps on posting pictures where it's just, 9 a.m. in the morning, but still it's completely dark.
Hmm. But it is quite good for visitors for the rest the 6 months which are day.
Right. Uh-huh. But don't you think it would interrupt with your sleep cycle? It would disrupt your sleep cycle. You'll not be able to sleep properly. No?
It will, but if I have to live there for 2 or 3 for more than 1 week, it will affect. But if I will go for traveling for 1 or 2 days for trip, I think it will not affect much, I guess.
Okay. Understood. And why do you want to go to Sweden?
Sweden, because of uh, I have seen a report that the Nordic countries like Sweden and Finland, their happiness index ranking is very high. They are
Right.
around
That's
top 10.
true.
They are in top 10 of the countries. And also I've seen the pictures of those countries. I've seen blogs, people shooting blogs and uploading on YouTube. I've seen, and from that those videos I got excited about the place that I want to visit in nearby
Uh-huh.
future there.
Okay, understood. Kunal, I also want to know, how did you start your journey with English? Because right now, what I can see is, although there are issues with fluency, you're still working on it, but your accent is somewhat clear. There is not much of a mother tongue influence coming in. So, how did you start working on your language? When did it start for you? Was it with EnglishYaari itself, or were you speaking speaking in English in your school, perhaps, or with your friends?
Yeah, school was a major school is a major part of my what fluency or somewhat fluency in English, because my school is among the top. My school, which I studied for from class 5 to 12, uh,
Hmm.
its name is Chinmay Vidyalaya. It is ranked among the top two schools of Jharkhand, and it is a
Oh,
CBSE school. The teachers there are very qualified and English speakers. So from that institute I got to know about the norms of English. I got to know, but
okay.
I actually my friends, the my peer group are very good in English, much more than mine, but I didn't focus much on English at that time because I I incline myself towards academics more or less, rather than putting
Okay.
my efforts on English communication. But
Okay.
later on, when I realized that I have to focus, I have to be equally, I have to give equal importance to English as well. But it was too late.
Mm-hmm.
Around in class 11, I got I got that idea that English is quite important. So in class
Yeah.
11 onwards, I started participating in English debates. So
Oh, okay.
from that, I got really
Right.
some ideas of English. But my friends are very
Right.
fluent.
Ah, okay. So, Kunal, your biggest strength is that your speech is quite clear in terms of accent. Like I said, your pronunciations are good. There is no mother tongue influence coming in, which I usually expect from North Indian speakers. Right? For instance, some people say English and not English, but in your case, that's not true, right? So all that we have to do now is to work on a grammatical aspect and fluency. So
Yeah,
first off,
actually, I have the problem with S word. I sometimes I use C. I say C instead of she. Or what?
oh,
Seashore,
okay, yeah.
seashore with S. Right? Where should I speak S sound and sh sound? I don't know. I think in
Oh,
English,
okay.
very small, or I think in very small, sorry, in very less words, sa sound is used. Sa, like,
Sure does come into picture. For instance, ship, sheep,
yeah,
shark. These are the words that are
ship,
sheep.
show, ship, yeah. I'm not talking about sha, I'm talking about sa,
Sir. Okay.
yeah,
For instance, school, right?
school, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
I,
Snake,
I do I
sir
do get
sound.
confused with this. I get
Okay.
in, yeah.
Oh, until the time that you didn't tell me about this, I didn't really realize that you have that problem. So maybe you were not using these two sounds a lot. That's why I couldn't pick up on that. But if you really want to practice this, then I have a tongue twister for you, which I want you to read out for me. Okay?
Okay.
And you might have come across this tongue twister before. Let's see. Um, can you check your chat box now?
Yeah. She sells the sea shells on the seashore.
Perfect. It's just that you have to be much more alert when you actually use it in your conversation, right?
Yeah.
So why don't you try the same thing with a little bit more speed?
She sells the sea shells on the seashore.
Right. Right now you're being very careful with every word. Try to increase the speed. For instance, she sells the seashells on the seashore. She sells the
She sells
seashells on
the
the seashore.
seas. Okay. She sells the seashells on the seashore.
Okay, now
She
here,
sells the sea.
see.
Yeah.
Right? When you are increasing the speed, that's when you're faltering a little, right? So the idea is, if the best way to do tongue twisters is try to imagine the scene. Imagine a lady selling seashells while she is sitting on the seashore.
Okay.
Okay. So when you have a picture in mind, it will be easier for you to articulate that. Okay.
Hmm.
Now I want you to increase your speed. Try at least 5 times. And if you want to go a little slow, that is also fine. But I want you to try 5 times continuously.
Okay. She sells the seashells on the seashore. 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 She sells the seashells on the seashore.
Okay. Was it difficult or easy?
It was difficult when I increased the speed.
Right. So, you tried it 6 times. Only
Yeah.
the first time is where you faltered a little, but the rest of the 5 times you did it perfectly well. And let me tell you where exactly you faltered. So the second C that you have, seashore, you said it as seashore,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right? That was the
Seashore.
only mistake. Yeah.
Hmm.
But otherwise, it's becoming better. See, so
Yeah.
that means you don't have much of an issue with sir and sure. It's just that you have to be a little bit more alert when these sounds come in. That's it. But the problem that I told you about is with a lot of learners, I have to correct them at least for 4 to 5 sessions. That's when they start picking up on it. They're not
Hmm.
able to realize that sir and sure are different sounds. In your case, that's not a problem. You already know that these two sounds are separate and you know how to pronounce it correctly. But when it comes to application, that's where you kind of struggle a little, right?
Hmm.
So what we can do is, do you use Chat GPT, Kunal?
Chat GPT.
Yeah, do you use Chat GPT?
Yeah, yeah, I use.
Right. So whenever you are at home, whenever you are free, you can ask Chat GPT to draft paragraphs with sir and sure sounds to practice pronunciation. So whenever you
Okay.
do that, it will give you a big paragraph where there will be sir and sure sounds for you to practice.
Hmm.
Okay, so that is the homework that I'm going to give it to you. You just have to give the prompt, draft a paragraph with sir and sure sounds for pronunciation practice.
Yeah, and I will
Okay.
I have to read the paragraph.
Yes, you have to read the paragraph loudly whenever you are alone, whenever you feel comfortable. Okay, just
Hmm.
to practice the sound and record yourself and then see
Hmm.
whether it's coming out correctly or not.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay. And
Hmm.
one more thing, what happens is when you put a prompt like that in ChatGPT, it might give you a couple of difficult words as well. In
Hmm.
that case, then as a second prompt, you can write use simpler words. So then
Okay.
your focus will be entirely on pronunciation. If there are
Hmm.
a little advanced level words, then your attention gets divided between vocabulary and pronunciation, which is what we don't
Hmm.
need right now. We want to focus entirely on pronunciation.
Hmm.
Okay. So
Okay.
if you feel that the paragraph is a little advanced, then you can ask it to simplify it.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a paragraph for you, which I want you to read right now. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Can you check this? I've just used 2 sentences.
Oh, okay. Shelley one.
Yeah.
Shelley was on ship and his schoolmate Sam. She saw a shark swimming in the sea along the shore. Should I
Right.
repeat?
Uh, yes. Just a minute. There is a missing article. Shelley was on the ship. Yeah. Now it's fine.
Shelley was on the ship and his schoolmate Sam. She saw a shark swimming in the sea along the shore.
Did you see what I did there? Sir and sure sounds are getting mixed here. So that
Yeah,
it gives you that practice, right? One thing that was wrong was the word is with, but you read it as and. Shelley was on the ship with his schoolmate Sam, but you read it as Shelley was on the ship and his schoolmate Sam.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay. So one
Okay.
final attempt.
Okay.
Yes, you can try it now.
Shelley was on the ship with his schoolmate Sam. She saw a shark swimming in the sea along the shore.
Perfect. So now here, this was just 2 sentences. Now, what I would want you to do is on ChatGPT, I want you to find long passages where sir and sure sounds will be repeated continuously. That will throw you off the road. And that is how you will practice. When you end up making mistakes,
Okay.
that's how you learn. Right.
Hmm.
So I hope this part is clear. And once this will be done, you'll not have any issues with sir and sure sounds. Okay. So it's good that
Okay.
you told me that you're facing this difficulty. Is there any other sound where you're struggling? Any other sound that you find a little difficult, like per and for? For
Yeah,
instance, can you
point
read?
for also.
Can you read
Yeah,
this for
poem
me?
also. Yeah. Five flowers.
Okay. So, let me make a paragraph. See, you are alert. It's not that you don't know the correct pronunciation. When I asked you to read this, you read it correctly. Five flowers. But if you had that issue, then you would have read it as five flowers,
No,
right?
yeah.
So that's not there in your case. I didn't find that. Okay. But we'll still
Hmm.
give it a try. Let me see if you do have that issue.
Actually, while writing, I know that it sounds like this, it sounds like that, but when I speak, all the words get, all the
Like,
pronunciation get fumbled up, and eventually I end up
okay.
saying wrong things.
That's okay. Even if it happens right now, what I am trying to do is to make your brain more alert towards these sounds, so that
Hmm.
whenever you find yourself using the wrong pronunciations, your mind would automatically tell you that it's wrong, and you will correct yourself.
Hmm.
See, you'll still make these mistakes for next couple of classes, but then you will see that your brain is telling you that you're making a mistake, and you will end up correcting it. That is what we need.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So you are already
Should
on the
I?
second level right now. First level is where you are not able to identify that you're making a mistake. But in your
Hmm.
case, you already know the mistake. It's just that it needs more practice. So you're on second level right
Hmm.
now. Okay. So yes, now you
Am I-
can read this one. Yeah.
Penny has five flowers in her field.
Yeah. It's clear. Not much of an issue there. But if you still want to practice this, then again you can ask ChatGPT to draft a paragraph with fur and purr sounds. Same for ver and burr. These are some of the sounds where people from this stretch, where UP, Bihar, West Bengal, Assam.
Yeah.
This is Jharkhand, right? This is a stretch where these sounds are pretty much prominent because of their mother tongue influence. Right.
Hmm.
So if you feel that these are the sounds that you are also getting wrong, then you can practice that. But I don't see much of an issue in the way that you're communicating. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So, Kunal, with that, we have come to the end of our session. And in today's class, my focus was to help you with your fluency. But since you focused on pronunciation, we took a diversion and I helped you with so and show sounds.